Describe a place you visit where you could see lots of animals. A few years ago, I visited Wildlife Safari Park in another province, and it was one of my most exciting experiences I've ever had. Unlike a typical zoo, this park allowed visitors to drive uh, through large open areas where animals roam freely. I saw lions, giraffes, elephants, and zebras, and also many types of birds. It felt like being in Africa. What fascinated me most is was how close we get to the animal while still being safe in the car. The park guide also explained how they protect endangered species and helped injured animals recover. It took hundreds of photos, and I took hundreds of photos that I took hundreds of photos that day because everything looked so natural and beautiful. This was a great learning experience too. I realized how important to protect the wildlife and maintain their habitats. That trip definitely gave me new experience, new knowledge about uh, protect the environment. Topic 11. Describe something you are happy to that someone persuaded you to do. Something I'm really glad that someone pursued me to do was learning how to swim. For a long time, I was afraid of deep water, and I always avoid swimming or swimming pools or beach. But a few years ago, my cousin encouraged me to take swim lessons with her. At first, I felt nervous and very uncomfortable because I'm very scared of being drowned. But my coach was very patient and um, he taught me from the simplest steps to float and just after 3 weeks I started to enjoy it. Once I learned basic techniques, uh, I realized how fun and relaxing swimming can give me. Now it has become one of my favorite hobbies. Uh, Looking back, I was so grateful my cousin pursued me to try it. I not only did uh, not only did I overcome my fear, but also I can gain new skills that are very healthy and useful for me both at present and in the future. Topic 12. A city. Describe a city you have visited and want to visit it again. The city I would love to visit again is Paris. I went there 3 years ago with my family, and it was completely stole my heart. The architecture, the structure, the cultural, and the food, everything was absolutely amazing. I still remember walking along the river scenes at the sunset. It felt so magical. Uh, I visited I visited famous landmarks like Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, and but what impressed me most is the atmosphere. People sitting in cafes, enjoying coffees, and having conversation. I felt lively yet. I felt lively yet peaceful at that time. If I could go back, I would spend more time exploring the smaller streets and local art galleries. I would also love to visit spring. I would love to visit spring gardens with lots of the flowers and to enjoy the weather and bloom garden. For me, Paris is not just a city, it's a feeling that can't wait to experience it again someday. That's why someone didn't like first, but later become your best friend. I started when I started at the university course. There was a classmate I didn't like at first. He always seems a bit ridiculous. He talk loudly, interrupts others, and he acts as if he knew everything. He also wear very strange, like just a hoodie and shorts to go to class. However, a few months later, we were assigned to work together in a group project. At first, I was worried because because of his characteristic, but during the project, I discovered that he was actually very hardworking and helpful. He was confident, not very useful, and he just wanted to make sure that everything went well. We spent a lot of time discussing ideas and chatting together, and we also working late in the library. And since then, we gradually become best friends. Now he's one of my closest friends. We often we often laugh about how we used to dislike together, and this experience taught me not to judge people too quickly, because sometimes your first impressions can be completely wrong. Describe an interesting conversation you had. One interesting conversation I had was with a stranger I met on the train. We were traveling for about 5 hours, and we started talking casually about travel and work. It turned out to be that he was a photographer. He said that he was traveled to over 13 countries all around the world. He shared incredible stories about different cultures and how photography helped him to see the whole world. What impressed me most is his attitude. He said that traveling isn't about taking pictures, but about connecting with people and understanding their ways of life, their cultural, their traditional custom. That conversation really inspired me. After a trip, I started thinking how I could explore more of the world by myself. It reminded me that sometimes the most meaningful conversation hadn't been unexpectedly. Happened unexpectedly. Describe a sport event you want to watch as a part of the audience. The sport event I would love to watch live is the Olympic Games, especially the opening ceremony. I've always watched it on television, but I can only imagine how exciting it must be to experience it in person. The atmosphere, the lights, the music, and the feeling of global unity. I'm particularly interested in the track and field event because I find them incredibly intense and emotional. Watching world-class athletes complete after years of hard working is inspiring. If I have chance, I would like to go to the stadiums, watch my favorite soccer player score in a football match.